If you're interested in buying Fallout 76 caps, weapons or items, check out easynpc.com and use my code DTDG for 5% off via the link in the description. Hey everyone and welcome back to another Fallout 76 video on the channel. Now if you've been living under a rock or maybe you've just took a break from 76, now is the time to come back. Today we are getting the biggest update since Wastelanders, which is packed with some new stuff to do, big changes to the base game which will make the world more balanced, exciting and challenging. Season 2 is starting, and then a new change which is kind of good but at the same time arguably very bad. But I'll let you guys decide on that in the comment section when we come to it. Before we jump in though, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to click on that like button, and if you're new here and want to see more Fallout 76 videos like this one, then make sure to subscribe. So first up, I want to talk about one of the new features which is being added in, which I am most excited for, and that is Daily Ops. If you don't know by now, Daily Ops is a new set of events which are being added in this update. Each time you join a daily op, you will be put into a different instance location and receive different objectives to complete that will differ depending on the daily op mode. First one being added in is a mode called Uplink, where you will need to secure a series of uplinks that will help you track down and destroy creatures who threaten Appalachia. While securing these uplinks though, you will have to defend yourself against a set of enemies ranging from super mutants, robots or blood eagles. Now what's going to be even more exciting about this is, on top of fighting these high level enemies, they are also going to have a unique mutation effect, such as the piercing gaze effect, which allows enemies to have greatly enhanced perception of players, meaning it's going to be a lot harder to sneak around them. The next effect will be called Volatile, which will make enemies explode upon their death. More than likely going to be causing some damage to you if you are nearby, so a bit of a rough one if you are a melee build. The next one is called Active Camouflage, which when this is in use, it'll make enemies be cloaked when not attacking you. So when they're not attacking you, if they're just approaching in, they're going to be invisible, kind of like an Assaultron. So going to be a bit of a tough one. Next up is one called Resilient, which is going to make enemies only be killable by a melee attack. Now that one is going to be an absolute nightmare. There's not that many melee actual characters in game currently. A lot of people are either heavy gunner, commando, rifleman, anything like that. So we're going to have to do these daily ops in a kind of team where you've got a melee player there helping out, getting these kills in on these enemies which you can't actually kill. The last effect is going to be called Freezing Touch, which means enemy attacks will freeze players. Now I have seen this in some of the gameplay I've seen so far, and it does definitely look like a bit of a challenging one. So yeah, this sounds pretty awesome. Unfortunately I don't have the PTS, so I haven't had a chance to actually play this yet, but from what I have seen it looks really fun. So far the locations which these daily ops will be at are the Burrows, the Burning Mine, the Valley Galleria and the infamous Vault 94, which was locked up but it's reopening. A cool little thing they have added as well is the faster you complete these daily ops challenges, the better reward you will get. So as you can see on screen, there are 3 levels: Initiate for 16 minutes or less, Paladin for 12 minutes or less, or Elder for 8 minutes or less. Given these times, these sound like they're going to be some juicy events. For an idea on the rewards you get, here's a picture as well, which Bethesda have added in their news article, explaining as well the different tiers of rewards you can expect from each daily op rank you achieve. Bethesda have also said you can get the following: a large XP grant, 2 in-game currency grants, 2 legendary items, a care package consisting of ammo, first aid and explosives, and additionally you will have a chance at a unique item such as the new customizable melee weapon called the War Glaive, as well as a camp item that can cure diseases. So that is something that's going to be completely new. Obviously we have the shower at the moment which takes away your rads, but we don't have anything for diseases, so this is going to be quite cool. Bethesda are also planning to add to the rare item list in the future to keep the rewards for daily ops feeling fresh, so we don't get bored of them or kind of stop playing them, because we've got all the rewards. We don't really feel like doing it unless you want the XP, because that's fantastic. Now if all of that isn't enough to get you excited, this update also kicks off the 2nd season of the legendary run called Armor Ace. Now, not only will you be getting a lot of XP from these events, but Bethesda have also added a new public team for daily ops, allowing you to gain up to 100% more XP when in a daily op, which is the equivalent to ×2 XP, meaning you should fly through the repeatable 10,000 XP challenge if they bring it back. Which also means this season should not be as much of a tough grind as the last one. There's also a lot of changes being added to the season to make it more enjoyable. If you want to know what's being changed, check out the video on the top right now after you have finished watching this one. Next big feature being added in patch 22 is One Wasteland. Now this is a feature we have all been wanting to see in the game from pretty much the start. One Wasteland changes the level dynamics of the creatures in the game, meaning no matter what location you go in, the creatures' levels should be based on your character's level. So all these forest public events that you didn't want to waste your time on, yep, they just got a whole lot better. Events like Leader of the Pack should now be a good legendary run no matter what level you are. The bloody Operation Teapot or whatever you call it might actually be somewhat decent now too. Although saying that, there will still be a level cap on all creatures. For example, you shouldn't be seeing like a level 100 Liberator or Mole Rat. In the forest region, it will also have its own level caps, which will stop any creatures from being over level 50. I hope they got this right and I don't end up seeing videos like Fallout 76 is now unplayable for low levels. Please Bethesda, don't mess it up. Today we'll also be marking the start of Season 2 in Fallout 76. I've already discussed Season 2 in a previous video, so I won't talk about it too much, but it does sound good and changes have been made to make it less of a grind this time round. We will also be seeing more weekly challenges to help out with the more casual gamers who can't log on every day, so all round it sounds very good and I'm looking forward to it. Reading through the patch notes now, Bethesda have also added a couple of changes to daily ops which we discussed earlier. So when in daily ops, enemies can drop ammo upon you killing them, and also when in daily ops events, damage on your gear will be 50% less than normal. Nice little additions in my opinion, especially the ammo one. It's brilliant when you're fighting Earl to get some of that ammo back, especially because you're using like ultra sight ammo. So to do that in daily ops as well when you're fighting these high level enemies is going to be really, really good. Daily ops are also repeatable, but you can only gain the main tier rewards once a day. Not a bad thing by any means, you will still be getting a lot of XP and having some fun too. Today we'll also see the addition of the long awaited legendary perk system being added in. You can have up to 6 legendary perks, but to have them you will need to unlock the legendary perk slots, which you will unlock one at level 50, the next slot at level 75, then level 100, 150, 200, and then the final slot at level 300. If you're already level 300 or higher, don't worry though, you will immediately gain all of these slots as soon as you log in. A cool feature with this that they have also added in is these perk slots are account wide. So you have a second character that's level 43 and your main character is say over level 300. Your low level account will also have all of the slots too. Now all we need is their inventories to do this as well. Come on Bethesda, we've been waiting. With legendary perks comes a new perk coin system. I know what you're thinking, not another currency in the game, there's already too many. Trust me, I know. We've got bullion, we've got bloody script, we've got bloody caps. Oh, the list goes on. Then all the tokens and stuff for other things, it gets hard and it gets confusing. But in a way, it is kind of good. You will use these perk coins to level up your legendary perk cards. To get perk coins, you will have to trade in your unwanted perk cards, which will help switching perks and make it a lot easier, as all the ones that you don't want will be gone. They'll no longer be cramming up your inventory, not inventory, but like your perk card system, so you're not scrolling and scrolling for all the ones that you unlocked in like random perk packs. They'll be gone because you've traded them all in. Each perk card you trade in, you will get 2 perk coins per card level. So let's say a level 1 slugger card, that'll give you 2 perk coins, and let's say if you've got a level 3 slugger perk card, you will get 3 perk coins. Then once you have enough perk coins, you can spend them on upgrading your legendary perk card. So 50 coins for level 2, 100 for level 3, 150 for level 4. To help out with this too, Bethesda are giving free 50 perk cards to people when they reach level 50. And then if you're already above level 50, you'll get them as soon as you log in. Now going into the details of these patch notes. I'm not going to cover all of it because it's a huge list, but if you want to see me cover the more of the notes and get my opinions on them, let me know in the comments. I could do like all of the camp building ones if you want and stuff like that. Let me know, I can sort that out for you. Here's the main ones though, nonetheless. So Foundation and Creator have now been added as free fast travel points. Something that probably should have done right in the first place when they first got added into the game, but nonetheless, we're not going to complain about it. It is what it is, and we're happy that we're here now. Also, sneakily, in the fine print details, they've added in the nerf info. Nothing that we don't know already though. The damage will now be worked out on an additive type of manner rather than a multiplier fashion. Overall meaning we'll be dealing a lot less damage. This is something I thought would have been like a big highlighted part of the patch notes, but it's been put into the fine print of it right at the bottom, kind of like they're hiding it from you. I don't know. Strange. I would have thought it would have been like a proper talkable point right at the top. Now an amazing feature which has been changed is the Vault Tech duffel bag. You know, that one that got added in not so long ago and you can only access it if you look at a certain side of it. Well, that's now been fixed. Thank God. It's only took them bloody 9 years. Another thing that's took them 9 years is fixing the communist bunker. Now whenever you place stuff inside, it should no longer float. Thank God. It's only took you 2 months. Maybe 3. I don't even know. I've lost count. The camp budget glitch involving generators has also now been fixed. Items can also no longer be stacked on objects that are in disrepair. Now this is a confusing one, kind of scary. This kind of might mean that you can no longer use the flamethrower trick. Now this is a massive trick that's used amongst like camp builders and stuff. You can use it to merge things, you can use it to kind of put items together in like roofs and stuff and walls. This is how I used to put like vendors inside of walls. There's so many different things you can do with the flamethrower trick, where this might have ruined it, and it's kind of could be another situation like we had a couple months ago in the last patch when they patched the double walls effect, and now they've done this with the flamethrower trick, which was the only way you could actually double walls for a little period of time until they brought double walls back, and now this has happened. So it's a bit of a dodgy one. It's kind of like, hey camp builders, I'm just gonna take a dump on you again. Thanks. The Scorch Beast Queen can also now be crippled on the wings, meaning you can force it to land whenever you fancy it. Whenever you can cripple the wings, it'll come down, land, and you'll be able to kill it a lot faster. This is something that used to be in the game and they kind of took out for some random reason, but now it's back, so thank God. The double unyielding effect glitch has also now been patched, and the ounce of prevention quest has finally been fixed. This has been broken for so long now. I've had a lot of complaints about it, so thank God they finally pulled the finger out and fixed this. This is one of the main quests along the main quest line, and this was stopping people from progressing through the main quest. So it was really annoying for a lot of people. I wouldn't be surprised if people quit the game because they just got fed up with it. And it's literally been ongoing. I think Juice had mentioned it, and he said something like it's been ongoing for like 6 months or something. So that is absolutely just stupid. And then finally, at the bottom of the patch notes, they have announced that they have fixed the line in the sand glitch where players would place their survival tent and force the game to spawn all of the Scorched in the same position. Now, I've only just touched on the amount of bug fixes that they have put down here, but I am absolutely brain dead from reading all this, and now I'm going to go edit this video after doing this little script of me noting down all these things. So yeah, it's got a lot of good things in there, kind of like the communist bunker and stuff like that, but I just don't understand why they weren't done in hot fixes. Why can't we have hot fixes once a week or once every couple of weeks like we were promised at the beginning of the game? Remember when they said they were going to be like regular updates? An update once every few months isn't a regular like new update. It's kind of slow, and a lot of people are slow. I've got people on Twitter telling me that I'm sick of the slow updates, the slow addition of stuff and this and that. I'm no longer going to play this game, I give up now. So they need to get on top of this. Other games are getting hotfixes once a week. Some of them a bit slower, doing once every 2 weeks, but I would love to see updates once every 2 weeks in Fallout. There'd be smaller updates and there would be hotfixes, fixing these things that are broken. Just like some of these things I've mentioned and some of all the other huge list of things that's in the patch notes. Anyways, after going through all of that long list, I will be leaving the video here. If you want me to cover any more of the patch notes, if you want me to go into all the little fine details, I'm not going to make 5 videos on it like some of the creators out there who will just do it for the next 2 weeks, looking into every in-depth detail of the patch notes. But if you want me to cover certain ones, like the camp building ones or anything like that, let me know in the comments. I will happily do it. And if you've got any opinions on any of these changes, are you mad about any of them? Did you see something that you didn't want to see get changed or something like that? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your opinions and thoughts on it. But that is it for me today. If you enjoyed this video or found it enjoyable or informative, make sure to click on that like button. And if you're new around here, make sure to subscribe. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Bye bye.